Have you ever felt like the noise of the world is drowning out the whispers of your own heart? The constant buzz of notifications, endless to-do lists, and the race to keep up with life. Does it all sometimes feel overwhelming? In a time where every moment feels rushed and every thought interrupted, have you wondered how to find a sanctuary of calm amidst the chaos? Today, we embark on a transformative journey, exploring the timeless teachings of Buddhism to uncover profound insights into mastering the art of inner tranquility. Why does this matter now? More than ever? Because the modern world pulls us in countless directions, demanding our attention, energy, and peace of mind. But what if the answer isn't to fight the chaos, but to navigate it with wisdom and grace? What if the keys to a harmonious life are hidden in practices that we often overlook, like listening deeply, loving yourself without conditions, embracing failure as a teacher, and letting go of unnecessary complexities that cloud our vision? These aren't just lofty ideals, they are practical tools, forged in the fires of centuries-old wisdom, that can help us regain control of our inner lives. In this podcast, we won't just talk about these teachings. Together, we'll explore how to apply them in real, tangible ways to elevate your life and deepen your connections with the world around you. Each principle we discuss is like a compass, guiding you toward a life of meaning, balance, and serenity. Imagine starting each day with a sense of purpose and ending it with a heart at peace. Imagine being able to face life's challenges with calm resilience, transforming struggles into stepping stones. Imagine finding clarity amidst the clutter and rediscovering joy in the simplest of moments. This journey is not just about learning. It's about transformation. It's about awakening the stillness within and embracing life with a renewed sense of awareness. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and let's begin this expedition into the teachings of Buddha. This is not just a conversation. It's an invitation to rediscover the essence of who you are and how you wish to move through this world. Are you ready to unlock the wisdom that can illuminate your path? Let's dive in. Part 1. The Art of Listening. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where the words were exchanged, but the connection felt absent? In the age of endless noise and constant interruptions, true listening has become a rare and profound act. Yet, it holds the power to transform not just our interactions, but also the way we perceive and connect with the world. Buddhism teaches us that listening is not merely about hearing sounds or words. It's about opening our hearts and minds to truly understand the essence of another's experience. As Buddha wisely said, when you talk, you are only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new. This timeless insight reminds us that mindful listening is a gateway to learning, empathy, and personal growth. So, why is listening so important? Because it allows us to step out of the echo chambers of our own minds and into the vast, colorful landscapes of others' perspectives. In a world that often prioritizes speaking over understanding, choosing to listen becomes an act of humility and grace. It fosters deeper relationships, cultivates trust, and creates a bridge of shared understanding. But how do we embody this in our daily lives? Let's look at some real-world examples and practical applications of this ancient wisdom. 1. Practice active listening. Imagine sitting in a conversation without planning your response while the other person speaks. Instead, you focus entirely on their words, tone, and emotions. Active listening means giving your full attention, not just to what's being said, but to what's left unspoken. This might mean pausing before responding, asking thoughtful questions, or even reflecting back what you've heard to confirm understanding. 2. Embrace the power of silence. In many interactions, silence can feel uncomfortable, but in truth, it's a powerful tool. Silence gives space for others to express themselves fully. It allows you to process their words with care rather than rushing to reply. Think of silence as a gift you offer in a conversation, a space that invites deeper dialogue. 3. Cultivate empathy through listening. Imagine a colleague sharing their struggles at work or a friend confiding in you about a personal challenge. When you listen without judgment or interruption, you're not just hearing words, you're stepping into their shoes. This act of deep listening communicates compassion and fosters an unspoken bond of trust. 4. Apply it to professional and personal life. In the workplace, leaders who listen actively inspire collaboration and innovation. Teams thrive when ideas are heard and respected, creating an environment of unity and creativity. In personal relationships, practicing mindful listening reduces misunderstandings and strengthens connections, reminding those around you that their voice matters. The art of listening, in essence, is a skill and a mindset. It's about choosing presence over distraction, understanding over assumption, and connection over self-interest. As we embrace this practice, we find that listening isn't just about others, it's also a profound way to deepen our own self-awareness. In the words of Thich Nhat Hanh, deep listening is the kind of listening that can help relieve the suffering of another person. You can call it compassionate listening. You listen with only one purpose, to help him or her empty his heart. Let this be our compass as we navigate the noisy world around us, learning to truly hear the whispers of wisdom hidden in every conversation. So, as we move forward, ask yourself, how can I listen more deeply today? The answer might just change your life. Part 2. Self-love and inner worth. Have you ever questioned how much of your life is shaped by the opinions of others? How often do you find yourself adjusting your decisions, your emotions, or even your dreams to align with someone else's expectations? In a world filled with voices vying for our attention, it's easy to lose sight of the most important voice of all, our own. Buddhism reminds us that the foundation of true happiness lies in recognizing our intrinsic value and cultivating a loving relationship with ourselves. As Buddha once said, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. These words echo the profound truth that our self-worth is not something bestowed upon us by others, but something we nurture within ourselves. The power of taking back control. When we allow external opinions to dominate our thoughts and decisions, we hand over the reins of our lives. This doesn't mean we reject all feedback or advice. Rather, it means we become discerning, understanding the difference between constructive guidance and negativity that erodes our confidence. Picture your mind as a garden. Every word you hear and every thought you accept is like a seed planted in this garden. Some seeds, like kind words or constructive criticism, help your garden flourish. Others, like harsh judgment or unnecessary negativity, grow into weeds that choke the life out of your inner peace. It is up to you to be the gardener, tending to this space with care and mindfulness, nurturing your inner garden. Here are a few ways to cultivate a healthy inner garden that thrives with self-love and resilience. 1. Pull out the weeds of self-doubt. Reflect on the negative beliefs you've absorbed from others. Are these thoughts truly yours, or have they been imposed on you? Begin the process of gently but firmly removing these harmful ideas, replacing them with affirmations of your own worth. 2. Plant seeds of positivity. Surround yourself with people, experiences, and activities that uplift you. Much like sunlight and water nourish a garden, positive influences nurture your sense of self-worth. Choose relationships and pursuits that align with your authentic self. 3. Set boundaries to protect your garden. Boundaries are the fences that protect your mental and emotional space. Learn to say no to influences that drain your energy or undermine your confidence. This isn't selfish, it's essential for your well-being. 4. Celebrate your unique blooms. Every garden has its unique beauty, just as every individual possesses unique gifts and strengths. Take time to appreciate and celebrate what makes you, you. Instead of comparing your path to others, recognize the beauty in your own journey. Practical wisdom in daily life. In the workplace, this might mean standing confidently by your ideas, even if they differ from the majority. In personal relationships, it could mean expressing your needs without fear of rejection. In moments of self-doubt, remind yourself of the incredible value you bring simply by being you. As you embrace this practice of self-love, you'll notice a profound shift. You'll stop seeking validation from the outside world and start finding it within. Your inner garden will flourish, and with it, so will your sense of peace and fulfillment. In the words of Thich Nhat Hanh, to love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. By tending to the garden of your heart, You honor the sacred truth that you are enough, just as you are. So, take a moment today to ask yourself, what seeds am I planting in my inner garden? And how can I nurture the blooms of self-love that will transform my life? Part 3. Embracing reality and the art of letting go. Life is unpredictable. No matter how carefully we plan, unexpected storms can arise, shaking the foundations of our carefully constructed worlds. But what if, instead of resisting these storms, we learn to face them with grace and inner peace? What if we could embrace even the worst situations with a calm and steady mind? Buddhism teaches us that the root of suffering lies in attachment, our clinging to ideas, outcomes, and desires. As Buddha said, the root of suffering is attachment. This profound wisdom invites us to understand that life's only constant is change, or anicca, the principle of impermanence. By accepting this truth, we can navigate life's challenges with resilience and equanimity, the peace found in acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or passivity. Instead, it's about acknowledging reality as it is, without denial or unnecessary resistance. It's about understanding that pain and loss are inevitable parts of life, but that suffering is optional when we choose to let go of our attachments to specific outcomes. Think of acceptance as strengthening a tree to weather a storm. A rigid tree snaps in the wind, but a flexible one bends gracefully and remains rooted. Similarly, when we release our tight grip on control and expectations, we develop the mental and emotional flexibility to adapt to life's inevitable changes. Practical methods to cultivate acceptance and letting go. 1. Mindfulness meditation. One of the most powerful tools for cultivating acceptance is mindfulness. By focusing on the present moment, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. This practice helps us accept what is happening right now, rather than being caught up in regrets about the past or fears of the future. Start with 5 minutes of mindful breathing each day. When faced with challenges, take a moment to breathe deeply and ground yourself in the present. 2. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Instead of viewing difficulties as obstacles, see them as lessons. Every setback carries the seed of growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can this challenge help me grow stronger? 3. Practice non-attachment. Letting go doesn't mean abandoning care or responsibility. It means releasing the need to control outcomes. For example, when working on a project, give it your best effort, but release the expectation of perfection. In relationships, offer love and support without clinging to the need for reciprocation. 4. Journaling for reflection. Writing can be a powerful way to process emotions and cultivate acceptance. Reflect on moments when letting go brought you peace. Document what attachments might be causing you stress and explore ways to release them. 5. Seek inspiration from nature. Nature is one of the greatest teachers of impermanence. The falling leaves in autumn, the changing tides, and the shifting seasons remind us that change is natural and necessary. Spend time in nature to internalize this lesson, living the wisdom of letting go. When we accept life's impermanence, we open ourselves to a deeper sense of freedom. We stop resisting change and start flowing with it. This doesn't mean we avoid pain. It means we face it with courage and an open heart, knowing it is temporary and will eventually pass. In relationships, this practice helps us let go of resentment and forgive more easily. In our careers, it allows us to bounce back from failures and embrace new opportunities. In our personal growth, it gives us the courage to step into the unknown, trusting that every ending is a new beginning. As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully said, letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. If, in our heart, we still cling to anything, anger, anxiety, or possessions, we cannot be free. So, let us ask ourselves, what attachments are weighing me down, and how can I begin to let go of them today? By embracing the art of letting go, we create space for peace, resilience, and joy to flourish in our lives. Part 4. Failure as a stepping stone to growth. What if failure wasn't the end of the road, but the beginning of a new path? How often do we let the fear of falling short hold us back from pursuing our dreams or taking risks? In the grand journey of life, failure is not a barrier. It is a teacher, a guide, and a necessary step toward progress. Buddhism offers us a perspective on failure that is both liberating and empowering. The middle way, or Majjhima Padapada, teaches balance, not clinging to extremes of success or despair, but navigating the challenges of life with equanimity and resilience. As Buddha reminds us, it is better to travel well than to arrive. This wisdom emphasizes the importance of the journey, including its stumbles, over the illusion of a perfect destination. Reframing failure, a gateway to growth. Failure often feels like a dead end, but in reality, it's a turning point. Each failure offers valuable lessons that shape our character, deepen our understanding, and guide us toward innovation. It's not about avoiding failure, but embracing it as an integral part of the human experience. Inspirational stories of failure and growth. 1. The bamboo farmer's patience. Imagine a farmer planting bamboo seeds. For years, nothing seems to happen, but the farmer continues to water and nurture the seeds, trusting the process. In the 5th year, the bamboo suddenly shoots up, growing 80 feet in just 6 weeks. This story teaches us that failure, or the appearance of stagnation, often hides unseen progress. The seeds of our efforts take time to grow, and setbacks are a part of the nurturing process. 2. Edison's 1.000 attempts. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10.000 ways that won't work." This mindset transformed countless failures into the foundation of his greatest success, the invention of the light bulb. Like Edison, when we view failure as a step in the creative process, it becomes a catalyst for growth rather than a source of despair. Practical applications for embracing failure. 1. Reflect and learn. Each time you experience failure, pause to reflect. Ask yourself, "Oh, what went wrong? And why? Oh, what can I learn from this experience? Oh, how can I apply these lessons moving forward?" Journaling your answers can turn setbacks into stepping stones. 2. Adopt a growth mindset. Embrace the idea that skills and abilities can be developed through effort. Failure isn't a reflection of your worth. It's an opportunity to grow. When you shift your perspective, you unlock the courage to take risks and try again. 3. Celebrate effort, not just results. In Buddhist thought, the journey matters more than the destination. Focus on the effort you put in rather than obsessing over the outcome. Acknowledge your perseverance and resilience, even if the results aren't what you hoped for. 4. Share your journey. Talking about your failures with others can be transformative. It normalizes the experience and often inspires those around you. In sharing your struggles, you build connections and foster mutual encouragement. The role of failure in relationships. In personal relationships, failure teaches us humility, empathy, and the art of forgiveness. When we fail to meet someone's expectations or make mistakes, these moments can become opportunities to learn, grow, and strengthen our connections. By acknowledging our imperfections, we foster deeper understanding and trust. The spiritual lesson of failure. Buddhism reminds us that life's challenges are part of the broader journey of self-discovery. Each stumble and misstep becomes an opportunity to practice resilience and cultivate inner peace. Failure helps us shed attachments to ego and perfection, guiding us toward the middle way, a life of balance, acceptance, and continuous growth. As Buddha said, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." In failure, as in success, staying present allows us to extract the lessons that guide our next steps. Closing reflection. Think back to a time you faced failure. What did it teach you? How did it shape who you are today? Embracing failure doesn't mean seeking it out, but it does mean seeing its value when it inevitably arrives. So, let us move forward with courage, knowing that each fall brings us closer to rising stronger. Failure isn't the end. It's the beginning of something greater, a journey of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. Part 5. Keeping life simple. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the complexity of modern life? The endless decisions, the constant stream of information, and the clutter both physical and mental, can leave us feeling exhausted and disconnected. But what if the key to clarity and peace lies not in doing more, but in doing less? Buddhism teaches that simplicity is not just a lifestyle choice, it's a path to freedom. By letting go of what is unnecessary, we make space for what truly matters. As Buddha said, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, people cannot live without a spiritual life. Simplicity illuminates that spiritual life, clearing the fog of distraction so we can see what's essential. The power of simplicity. Simplicity doesn't mean deprivation or avoiding life's challenges. It's about aligning your life with your values and focusing on what brings clarity and fulfillment. When we simplify, we reduce the noise, allowing us to reconnect with ourselves in the present moment. The Buddhist perspective on simplicity, the principle of santosh, contentment, encourages us to find joy in the simple and essential aspects of life. By decluttering our minds and surroundings, we create a space where inner peace can flourish. Simplicity is also deeply tied to mindfulness. When we live simply, we reduce distractions, making it easier to be present. This mindfulness nurtures a sense of gratitude, helping us appreciate life's small, profound moments. Steps to embrace simplicity in daily life. 1. Declutter your physical space. Start small. Clear one drawer or one shelf at a time. Ask yourself, does this item serve a purpose or bring me joy? If not, let it go. A simpler space creates a calmer mind, reducing stress and helping you focus on what's truly important. 2. Prioritize your time. Reflect on your daily schedule. Are there activities that drain your energy without adding value? Practice saying no to commitments that don't align with your priorities. Time is one of our most precious resources. Simplifying your schedule allows you to invest it in meaningful pursuits. 3. Practice mindful consumption. Limit unnecessary purchases. Before buying something, ask, do I need this? Or is it a fleeting desire? Be mindful of digital consumption, such as social media and news, which can overwhelm the mind. By consuming less, you create space for meaningful experiences and reduce mental clutter. 4. Simplify your relationships. Focus on nurturing deep, meaningful connections rather than maintaining a large circle of acquaintances. Practice honest communication, letting go of misunderstandings and unresolved conflicts. Relationships built on simplicity and authenticity bring greater joy and peace. 5. Adopt a gratitude practice. Each day, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. By focusing on what you have, you reduce the desire for more and cultivate contentment. Gratitude turns simplicity into abundance, reminding us that life's riches often lie in its simplest pleasures. The beauty of simplicity in modern life. Imagine a life where your physical space feels light and open, your schedule aligns with your values, and your mind is free from the noise of distractions. Simplicity doesn't just make life easier, it makes it richer. It allows us to connect more deeply with ourselves, others, and the world around us. In relationships, simplicity creates room for authenticity and understanding. In work, it fosters focus and creativity. In our personal lives, it nurtures peace and purpose. A final reflection. As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully said, smile, breathe, and go slowly. These simple acts carry profound wisdom, reminding us that life's most meaningful moments are often found in its simplicity. So, take a moment to reflect. What areas of your life feel cluttered? How can you simplify them today? Remember, simplicity is not about having less. It's about making space for what matters most. Let simplicity be your guide as you journey toward clarity, purpose, and inner peace. Carrying the teachings forward. As we reach the end of this transformative journey through the timeless wisdom of Buddhism, let us pause to reflect on the lessons we've explored together. We began by embracing the art of listening, a practice that deepens our connections and enriches our understanding of others. We learned about self-love and inner worth, the cornerstone of a fulfilling life, where we become the guardians of our own happiness. From there, we explored the power of acceptance and letting go, discovering how surrendering attachments brings peace and resilience. we delved into the transformative truth that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to growth, shaping us into stronger, wiser beings. Finally, we uncovered the beauty of keeping life simple, a practice that clears away the noise to reveal the essence of clarity and joy. These principles are not just ideas, they are tools for transformation. By incorporating them into our daily lives, we can create a world filled with peace, compassion, and purpose, an invitation to transformation. The wisdom of Buddhism teaches us that the journey inward is the key to navigating the world outside. These teachings are not confined to temples or books. They are meant to be lived, experienced, and shared. I encourage you to take one idea from today's podcast and apply it to your life. Start small, be consistent, and watch how your inner world begins to change. Share your thoughts and join the conversation. Your voice matters. What resonated with you most from today's journey? How do you plan to integrate these lessons into your life? Share your thoughts with us. We'd love to hear your perspective and learn from your experiences. If you found value in this exploration, consider subscribing to our channel. By joining our community, you'll gain access to more teachings, insights, and conversations designed to help you lead a more harmonious and purposeful life. Closing reflection. As Buddha once said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Let this be your guiding light as you move forward. May the wisdom we've uncovered today illuminate your path, inspire your actions, and bring tranquility to your heart. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Until next time, may your days be filled with mindfulness, your actions rooted in kindness, and your spirit nourished by the simplicity of being present. We look forward to walking this path with you again soon.